Yo, what's up, Tech Squad? His Transform here, your go-to guy for all things gadgets, unboxings, and those mind-blowing leaks that keep us up at night scrolling. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's dropping next. Today, we're diving headfirst into the absolute frenzy that's October 2025 for smartphone launches. Dude, October? It's like the universe decided to cram every flagship dream into 1 month. We're talking Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 powered beasts that are going to make your current phone look like a flip from the Stone Age. Performance? Check. Batteries that can power a small village? Double check. Cameras that snap pics better than your DSLR? You bet. Look, if you've been nursing that same old slab in your pocket, feeling the eternal upgrade, hold off on that impulse buy. October is stacked. Realme GT8 Pro, iQOO 15, Xiaomi 17, OnePlus 15, RedMagic 8 series, RedMagic 11 Pro, and even some wild cards like Oppo Find X9 and Vivo 300 sneaking in. We're gonna break them all down, spec by spec, rumor by rumor, with that raw energy you love. Grab your coffee, settle in. This is a 10-minute deep dive, so let's geek out. Starting with the one that's got India buzzing like crazy. Number 1 on the hit list, the Realme GT8 Pro. Oh man, Realme's coming in hot, claiming this bad boy will be the first phone in India to rock the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Launch? Expected early October at like mid-month vibes. Straight out of China, but hitting global shelves quick. Why the hype? This chip alone is a monster, up to 45% faster CPU, 40% GPU boost, and an NPU that's smarter than your average AI sidekick. Realme's teasing on AnTuTu scores over 4 million points. 4 million. That's not a phone, that's a supercomputer in your jeans. Picture this, a 6.78-inch 2K AMOLED screen, flat and flawless with those ultra slim bezels that make it feel endless. 144Hz refresh rate for buttery scrolling, whether you're doom scrolling memes or dominating in Genshin Impact. And brightness up to 7,000 nits peak. Bro, that's brighter than staring into the sun on a clear day. No more squinting in direct sunlight, your notifications will pop like fireworks. Security? Ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. Faster and more reliable than those optical ones that ghost you half the time. Battery life? A whopping 7,000 mAh silicon carbon beast that laughs at heavy usage. Paired with 120-watt wire charging, you're looking at full bars in under 30 minutes. Wireless? Rumors are swirling, but Realme's keeping it coy. Fingers crossed. Cameras? Here's where it gets spicy. A 200-megapixel periscope telephoto with 3x optical and 12x lossless zoom. Imagine cropping into a bird's eye from across a football field and it still looks crisp. Flanked by dual 50-megapixel sensors for main and ultra-wide. OIS on the main for the steady night shots. And software boots Android 16 with Realme UI 7, packed with AI tweaks for editing and fun filters. Price guess? Around 60 to 70K in INR in India. If Realme nails the value like always, this could be your daily driver. Who's hyped? Drop a comment if you're Team Realme. Sliding into spot 2, the Xiaomi 17. Xiaomi just dropped this in China last week and it's confirmed for India by late October, think Diwali special. As the very first Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 phone globally, it's setting the benchmark. Compact Kings, this is your vibe. A 6.3-inch LTPO OLED display, variable 1 to 120Hz refresh for the adaptive smoothness, and 3500 nits peak brightness. IP68 dust and water resistance, plus that fancy Xiaomi Dragon crystal glass, it's tough, premium, and won't shatter your soul if you drop it. The triple camera setup? Straight fire, echoing the Leica magic from the 14 series, but leveled up. 50-megapixel main with OIS for pro-level portraits, 50-megapixel telephoto with 2.6x optical zoom and OIS, zoom without the pixel soup, and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide for those epic landscapes. Video? 8K on the rear, 4K selfies from the 50-megapixel front cam. Battery is a 7,000 mAh SiC unit. Silicon carbon for density without bulk, with 100-watt wired, 0 to hero in 20 minutes, 50-watt wireless, and even 22.5-watt reverse for charging your buds on the go. Colors? Sleek options like black, white, and those gradient pops. Android 16 with HyperOS 3 loaded with AI for scene optimization and voice commands that actually listen. Pro and Ultra variants teased, but standard might hit 65K. Xiaomi is killing the compact flagship game, small but mighty. If you're tired of tablets, this is your sign. Alright, third up, iQOO 15. Gamers, rise up! iQOO is unveiling this in China mid-October, global rollout by end of the month. Powered by the same elite Gen 5 chip, but with their secret sauce, a dedicated Q3 gaming chip for frame rates that don't stutter. 6.85-inch QHD display at 144 Hz? That's esports heaven. And get this, a color-changing back panel that shifts hues based on your theme or game. RGB vibes without the tacky. It's like your phone's got mood swings, but the cool kind. Periscope telephoto for zoomed-in action shots, plus that Squircle camera module that's equal parts style and substance. 7,000 mAh battery with 100-watt wired, and wait for it, 100-watt wireless charging? Insane for a gaming rig. Cooling? 8,000 mm squared vapor chamber to keep thermals in check during marathon sessions. Ultrasonic fingerprint, IP69 rating? Yeah, it laughs at dust and splashes. Ships with Origin OS 6 worldwide on Android 16, optimized for low latency gaming. Price? Hovering around $70K in India. If you're grinding PUBG or COD Mobile, this is the weapon of choice. iQOO is not playing, they're rewriting the rules. Number 4, OnePlus 15. OnePlus is teasing this hard. China debut early October, international including India by November, but leaks say stock up in October. Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, naturally, with their wind-speed gaming core for silky performance. Display, 1.5K resolution at a wild 165Hz refresh. Fluidity on steroids. Bezel so thin, 1.15mm, it feels like edge-to-edge infinity. And battery, 7,300 mAh monster. Yes, you read that right, with 120-watt wired and 50-watt wireless. All-day power, no compromises. Cameras, triple threat with 50-megapixel OAS main, 50-megapixel periscope telephoto for 3x zoom, and ultra-wide. Hasselblad's out, so in-house imaging engine, rumors of AI-driven color science that's punchier and more natural, a new RIA module design, ditching the pill for something fresh. Software splits, Origin OS 6 in China, Oxygen OS 16 globally on Android 16. Clean, bloat-free with 7 years of updates promised. Sand dune color variant leaked, looking premium AF. Expected at $70K. OnePlus always nails the balance of speed and simplicity. Who's switching? Fifth in the lineup, Honor Magic 8 series. Honor has been flooding Chinese socials with teasers. Magic 8 and Pro launching October in China, global soon after. Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 with Honor's AI twist. Magic color for effortless photo edits like auto-enhancing sunsets or portraits without the hassle. Cameras are the star. Magic 8 Pro rocks a 200-megapixel telephoto with 12x zoom, 23mm main, and a dedicated camera button for quick snaps. AI handles 3,000 plus scenarios across apps. Think real-time object removal or voice-to-text that's scarily accurate. Displays are LTPO OLED, probably 120 Hz with peak brightness that'll rival the sun. Batteries around 5,800 to 6,000 mAh with fast charging, IP68 tough. Magic OS on Android 16, deep AI integration for battery sipping and multimodal search. Celadon glaze, inspired by ancient porcelain, aesthetic goals. Price, $75K plus in INR. Honor is pushing boundaries. Cameras that think for you, game changer. Sixth and savage, RedMagic 11 Pro. Nubia's gaming sub-brand strikes again. Launching October 17th in China, global by year-end. Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, Geekbench scores already leaked. 3309 single-core, 10,742 multi, crushing benchmarks. 16GB RAM standard, Android 16 out the gate. Built-in cooling fan, still there, plus IP68 rating, splash-proof for sweaty sessions. Expect shoulder triggers for claw grip, RGB lighting that syncs to games, and a 6.8-inch 144Hz AMOLED screen. Battery, 5,500 mAh with 80-watt charging, but optimized for zero thermal throttling. Cameras, solid 50-megapixel triple, but this ain't about selfies, it's about frame rates. Price around $65K INR. If gaming is your religion, RedMagic is your church. Whew, and that's not all. Oppo Find X9 series mid-October with 7,000 plus mAh batteries and Hasselblad cams, Vivo X300 with Dimensity 9500 alternative, but elite rumors, even Samsung's Trifold teaser. October is a bloodbath for your wallet. So squad, which one's got you foaming at the mouth? Realme for value, iQOO for games? Hit the comments, like if you're upgrading, and subscribe for launch coverage, unboxings incoming. Stay techie, catch you in the next one. Peace.